Now when you supersize McDonald's fries, you could win one of 1 million tickets to Armageddon. They've got front row tickets to the end of the world.
Damn it, McDonald's! People don't get excited about natural disasters. Well, okay, a select few of individuals do.
Whenever I see a car accident or a bus accident or even someone tripping over their shoelaces, it interests me. Only, it doesn't make me horny. It makes me want to break out my pom-poms and my cheerleader outfit and start cheering it on!
But most people, when they see natural disasters, get scared and run for their lives. Not many people would be like, whoa, a disaster is happening. Seriously, this promotion is pretty stupid. Let's just look at commercials for movies that had almost nothing to do with Disney. Now, when Disney stopped advertising their products with McDonald's, guess who started promoting their movies with McDonald's? That's right, DreamWorks, a company that's known for being a big rival with Disney. What a coincidence. Now, one of the first movies they promoted with McDonald's was flushed away, and, well, the commercial isn't very good. Why? Well, in the commercial, the evil frog from that movie tries to steal toys from the kids in the theater only for the main characters to get it back to them. Now, what's odd about this commercial is the audience's reaction to this happening.
Huzzah! Toys of quality!
So apparently, it's normal for one of the characters to break out of the screen, but if they steal your toy, that's suspicious. Now that we looked at a commercial for a movie they promoted after the deal with Disney, let's look at a commercial for a movie they promoted before the deal with Disney, An American Tail. In this commercial, a little kid is reading an American Tail storybook because they were promoting them at the time, and the kid has the oddest reaction to being licked by an animal I've ever seen.
Both like Swiss cheese ice cream. You do too?
He thinks a cat likes to eat Swiss cheese just because he licked him? You know, after he says that, the cat meows too.
4 storybooks in all.
Now, I know that animals don't understand what we're saying, but I like to think that the cat was trying to say this.
You do too?
4 storybooks in all.
I really do. Though if you think that's bad, their other commercial for An American Tail is even dumber.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring except Five-O the mouse.
So they made Christmas stockings based on a Jewish mouse. Maybe he's one of those Jews that celebrates Christmas? Let's just move on. Okay, here's a promotional video for McDonald's that's apparently so bad it got on everythingisterrible.com. Let's see what you got, something that made it on everythingisterrible.com.
Hello, I'm George Takei. By now you've probably heard about the promotion coming in November from Paramount and McDonald's. Beginning November 12th, McDonald's is going to advertise Addams Family Values and Wayne's World 2 across the United States. When consumers purchase these videos at McDonald's, look at this. Why should you be excited about this promotion? Because McDonald's will be promoting 2 of Paramount's biggest new theatrical releases this year. On behalf of Paramount, we hope you join us for great movies, great rebates.
This was so bad that it got on everythingisterrible.com. I mean, I can see its flaws. Star Trek references feel forced in, and it's obvious when George Takei had to dub in his lines.
Customers who visit McDonald's between November 19th and December 16th.
But this is shockingly ordinary compared to what everythingisterrible.com usually shows.
Parents always saying things to you. Don't be late, pick up your socks, that's what you gotta do. And leaving dishes in the sink, hey, this won't do. But now there's something real important. You can tell all your parents about what they should do.
Yo, hey, you and your woman. All right, walk on by. You'll be taking that test soon.
Champion, it's time for cat massage.
I mean, this is supposed to be as bad as this?
Where are you? Where are you?
What is it, dear?
Can't go to school. It's awful. My hair. Billy said I look like a black boy.
I'm sorry, but I really have to disagree with that.
A
hula boots.
Another movie they promoted before the deal with Disney was E.T. That's right, they promoted the movie they funded the ripoff of. In this commercial, two kids are looking at Happy Meal boxes, and I swear one of the kids is the black male version of that girl from that Barbie commercial.
Into Barbie. Wow.
Seriously, it's like the director said, "Kid, emote as little as possible." All I can say is, wow. Now, not only did they promote Muppet Treasure Island, but back in 1989, they also sold Muppet Baby plushies, and I swear this has one of the most forced-in product tie-ins ever. Just take a look.
Good time, great taste of McDonald's.
Yes, not only do they have McDonald's mobiles, but for some reason they also have walls that have the McDonald's logo on them. Look, I know this is a McDonald's commercial, but even in a commercial, you can overdo product placement. It would be like if I did this. Buy an iPod, go buy an iPod. It's good for you. Buy, 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 buy. A little overdone, don't you think? Besides, having McDonald's mobiles and just having walls that have the McDonald's logo on them just looks silly.
What can turn a bath into...
Okay, here's the first time McDonald's made a commercial that was pretty much, haha, that kid likes to take baths. Now, I've said mostly what I've had to say about this commercial, but the reason I play it again is because I noticed something that I want to point out. What is it? Well, I noticed that he's eating McDonald's in a tub. Who eats food in the tub? Aren't they afraid they're going to get their food soggy? Mommy, can we go back to McDonald's? We just went there. What happened? Well, I kind of ate it in the tub, and by accident I dropped it in the water, so it's now soggy. And I don't want to eat it anymore. I'm getting my belts. Okay, so one of the movies they promoted recently was The Smurfs. You know, this isn't that bad. It's cute, nice, and watchable. Did the commercial just imply that by going into the Happy Meal box, he actually turned into a Happy Meal toy?
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
Creepy. Also, the Smurfs didn't notice him going into the box? Are the Smurfs deaf? Let's look at another DreamWorks tie-in. You see, Shrek used to be promoted at Burger King, but ever since DreamWorks started promoting their movies with McDonald's, they promoted the Shrek movies there. Weird how the first two Shrek movies, which most people liked, were promoted at a completely different fast food company than the other two Shrek movies, which most people didn't. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that the shift in fast food brands caused the quality to go down. Now, in the commercial, Shrek and these other ogres, who are apparently in the fourth movie, I never saw it so I don't know their names, are eating when suddenly these kids come out of nowhere. Seriously, where did those kids come from? It would be like if this happened.
Do you want a bite of my burger? Where the hell did you come from?
Also, if you're going to say that maybe the kids were there all along, they were just cut out of the shot, all I have to say is, no, because they showed a shot of the whole table and they weren't there. Seriously, McDonald's, what the hell? Okay, now here's the first Shrek commercial they did, which is also kind of odd. Why? Well, in the commercial, Shrek and his friends are tying a balloon to the restaurant, and by accident, they let the balloon go. Unfortunately, the gingerbread man is on it. Now, how does Puss react to this?
We have problems!
Adios, amigo.
Oh, you're flying away and have no way of getting off? Oh well, sucks to be you. Seriously, it's nice to know that Puss is as much of a dick as his voice actor is. Also, I noticed that everybody at McDonald's seems to be pretty happy with this. Apparently everybody in McDonald's that day were psychopaths. Also, how are Shrek, Puss in Boots, Donkey and the Gang still alive in modern times? And how are they the same age?
Once upon a...
Now here's another commercial for Shrek the Third, and though not as dumb as the other one, it's still kinda dumb. Why? Well, in the commercial, Shrek and the gang go to the backyard of a random family and everything changes into medieval times. How is that happening? Oh, and this commercial has to have the worst Eddie Murphy impersonator I've ever heard.
Look, Shrek, he's got your ear.
Seriously, it's like they actually had a sign saying, "Wanted, worst Eddie Murphy impersonator ever." Okay, I found out that in Europe, McDonald's has mascots called pubs, which are pretty much walking, talking Happy Meals, and God, are they creepy.
Hey!
And sadly, they've been in many tie-in commercials, but I have to wonder, what were they thinking? Hey, Marketing Mark, how do we cash in on the Burger King? I'm glad you asked. You see, the Burger King is creepy, so if we can learn anything from that, it's that kids like creepy. Now, Ronald McDonald may be creepy, but he isn't creepy enough. We should think of something creepier. I got it. How about walking, talking Happy Meals with creepy laughs? You're a genius. What can I really say but, what the hell? One franchise that always gets promoted when a new movie comes out is the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. Now in the commercial for the newest movie, a little kid pretends to have a chipmunk voice, but actually Alvin is doing the voice for him. And apparently these kids can't see Alvin, even though he's standing right in front of them. Get better blockers, McDonald's. I mean, having him be in a place where they can obviously see him kind of ruins the point of the joke, seen as how the joke is supposed to be. That they can't see him and they think the kid is talking. Another company that switched to McDonald's after the breakout with Disney was Blue Sky, and as a result, the Ice Age films started being promoted there, as the first two Ice Age movies were promoted at Burger King, but the third one was promoted at McDonald's. Now, in the commercial, Scrat is trying to get a Happy Meal as opposed to his acorn. Yes, apparently not only does McDonald's exist underwater, but it also existed in prehistoric times. You know, when they promoted the Flintstones, they at least had the courtesy to have a restaurant based on McDonald's rather than an actual McDonald's.
McDonald's takes you back to bedrock.
Sure, it might have been a horrible pun, but still. Now here's an Ice Age 3 commercial from Australia, and boy does it not make any sense. So the commercial starts off with the main characters standing on a block of ice, but then it cracks and they fall through it into a McDonald's? Apparently, not only does McDonald's exist underwater and in prehistoric times, but it also exists under ice? Why? That really happened in the movie? Well, I'm glad I never saw it then, but the commercial gets worse because when they go into the McDonald's, they react by running? Why? Did the manager call animal control? Well, actually, that would make sense because I'm pretty sure if woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers still existed, people would call animal control in that situation. But if that's the case, then why do they have food with them? What, did they give them food and then they called animal control? Here's your order. Now animal control is coming to pick you up. And why would they order food if they were startled by the situation they were in? And if they did call animal control, where did the employees find the time to do so? I mean, the animals ran out of there really fast. In fact, where did they find the time to even order food? I mean, it takes like 10 minutes to get food at a fast food restaurant. Did they steal the food? And if they did call animal control, why is it that no one looks scared? Seriously, they look more surprised than anything. And why did Scrat and that other woolly mammoth stay behind?
It's a mystery to me why they filmed this last ending at all. This is the last time. It don't make a lick of sense.
Seriously, I never thought I'd be so confused by a McDonald's commercial, especially one that promotes an Ice Age movie. Blue Sky, get new fast food commercial writers. Your fast food commercials kinda suck.
Did you see the part where Buck saves Sin from the lava and Buck crashed Nettie and Sin? They fly back to the Ice Age. Buck was in the pterodactyl and Ellie had the fingers and she was so cute.